out to when them boys were better ran.
I need my hands. I just wanna
Let's go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Sports professor, you know. Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing your girl's DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champions.
I need my hands.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Sports professor, you know. Yo, street professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Street!
Go hard. Go home, go hard, go home, go hard, go home, go hard, go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, go home, go hard, go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, know you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, go home, go hard, go home. Go hard, go home, go hard, go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, go home.
Hey, can you hear me?
Go hard, go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trick. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, go home. Go hard, go home. Go hard, go home. Go hard, go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, go home. Go hard, go home.
Woo!
Dang. You can hear me, bro?
What up?
What up, bro?
151. Appreciate Paul Watts tapping in. Give us a like over there. Go ahead and hit that like. Waiting on the sports professor. He's here in the green room, as you like to say.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna go hard, go home, can. I
Yes,
see representing Georgia. I'm representing. Over for our teams already.
Hey, bro. We troopers to the end, man. It is what it is, man.
It's what it is, man.
Shout out to all our fans, man. Hey, look us up on all our platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Shout out Bottom Line Sports Show, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight.
There he is, the sports professor.
Bottom line sports.
There he is. Let's go. I don't know if Hot Take Jake's coming. I haven't heard from him. Maybe he'll show up.
He'll be here in just a few minutes. I just got
Okay, he'll be here in a few minutes. The whole crew's going to be here. I'm Fo. That's Cam. I got down there. That's the sports professor, Omar. And part of Ball and Buds Entertainment.
Oh, good.
Hey, go check him out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We got combat.
Sports Award.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out, Omar. I don't know if it's too loud or too far from your mic.
Hold on. Yeah. Let me do a little back up and I'll be right back in. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Well, appreciate you. Go ahead and hit that like, comment on all that we're talking about today. Going to talk about a lot of football today. Going to have the professor's mixed bag. So your boy here, not feeling too good. I don't know if anybody have you ever had dental implants? Ever had that camping?
I have. I had some dental implants done in Hawaii, man, and I'm talking about, I felt so bad, bro. I was sucking on soup through a straw, and I felt bad, man. So, hey,
yeah, your boy had to get one taken out.
Yeah.
Some problems with it, and then had to pull out and clean it all up, and then put more grafted material and sew it all back up. So your boys, you know.
Shout out to Flo, man. Flo
was hurting today, man.
But
we're gonna make it through it.
We're gonna get through it, bro.
Everybody. All right, you want your music? Let's put on Canteen music.
Man, we're gonna play play the slow music tonight, man, because we got a lot to get through tonight. Got a lot going on.
Yeah, hit that like. Come watch us over on Facebook. We got 1,900. Trying to hit that 2,000. Trying to get to 2,000 on Facebook. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. If you're not subscribing, go find us on the Bottom Line Sports on YouTube as well. Some Ball and Buds people watching. Watch us over there. We're also on Let's Talk Sports Network on the YouTube as well. So we partner with Let's Talk Sports over those guys over there. Appreciate them, what they do. All right, let's go. Let's start this thing up. I'm waiting on the professor to come back. We usually start out with the sports professor's mixed bag. You got any baseball news you want to just shoot out there? Canteen? Nothing?
Nah, man. I was gonna let Omar go from the hip first, man. To be honest with you.
First, okay. That's
fine.
All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead. Hang on, real quick. Professor's throwing this off here. So here we go. Let's look at the lineup for the playoffs, just so we can kind of get our eyes on it. You guys have been thinking about it.
Yeah, man.
Bring it up here. I got it here somewhere. Hang on.
NFL playoffs for this weekend. The wild card for this weekend.
Yeah, I'm prepared here. Hold on. Yeah, I got you.
Let's go, baby.
Let me just bring it up.
Yes, sir.
Sports professors here. Oh, okay, Hot Take Jake. I think he's here.
Yo.
Gotta come up.
I had to go.
There he is, Hot Take Jake.
Go bring my
in the house.
Grab him and drag him and bring him in, kicking and screaming now and stuff. And we just joke. We love it.
You want what up, Omar? Bag first.
What up,
brother?
Omar hit the bag and then we roll.
Yeah, we're gonna let him do that. Yeah, we'll let him do the bag. I got to bring this up anyway, but yeah. Okay. So everybody's here. That guy down there, that's Hot Take Jake. Hey, Hot Take. I was thinking about doing a little session for you. You know, if you don't not prepare today, you don't have to do it. But maybe in future broadcasts, wanted to do something called Jake's Hottest Take of the Day. So you can do that today, or next week you can prepare and get something like your hottest take, the take that everybody's gonna be like, what? We know you have some out there. We know you have some. So you want to do it today? I'll give you some time. Okay, I'll give you some time. We'll do it right before NFL. All right. Omar, you ready, brother?
Yo, what is up, friends? You know who it is.
It's time for Professor's Mixed Bag. All right.
As a quick, because I know we did not do hockey update in a while, so just to let everybody know, on top right now, in the conference, you have the Washington Capitals on top.
They're calling you out, Jake.
Dang.
Your boys.
I just did the other pod. That's why I was telling him, because Omar had texted me and said, am I going to make it? I just finished that pod. Shut up, bum.
He said it's lukewarm takes.
Nah, come on, Jake. Get him up off you, Jake.
Lukewarm takes.
At least I call it my take.
Maybe because he's a biblical scholar, he's talking about the gospel of lukewarm.
Revelations.
Revelation.
That's Matt. Matt's an idiot. He's mad that I just schooled him on football for about an hour and a half.
All right. Don't take up the professor's time. Go ahead.
I love the way that Matt no-sells you every time you sell something and say something to cracks me up every time you I'm just like, yo, that's hilarious.
He comes in and drops some fire on you.
Yeah, everyone, he'll just come in and drop you in.
I don't know crap.
The only thing is, y'all need to be more energetic. That's the only thing even in the intro, though. Sometimes I'll be like,
That's Juan. Get on Juan on that.
Nope,
I gotta hype Juan up. Juan sometimes walk in there, falling asleep.
Intro needs to be a little more. You know what? This isn't a critique of this. It's the bottom line, of course. Watching the Capitals in your Eastern.
Just watch the professionals. Tell them to come watch the professionals, and then they can learn a couple things. Hey, you're part of the professionals, Jake. You're on here. You're part of it. So.
Yes. Alex Ovechkin, in chase of Wayne Gretzky's goals record in the NHL, scored another one a couple nights ago. He is 23 behind Wayne Gretzky now with 52 games to go. So that would mean you have to have a goal every 2 game average. The conference, you've got the Vegas Golden Knights are leading with 57 points, so they have the best or the most points in the league to be the best team in the league right now with 27 wins, 9 losses, 3 draws. That is your hockey update. Other things in the professor's feedback, really quick, because I want to dedicate my feedback to something real specific. But North Dakota college football, one of the perennial champions in the football college series, FCS, edged out Montana State 35-32 for their 10th championship in the last 15 years. That's crazy. The North Dakota State Bison's domination in lower league college football.
Carson Wentz old school, huh?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, there you go, Phil. Good job. Good pull. And then, Jake, this one is for you. I dedicate the rest of my time. Did you watch my friend last night on Netflix? WWE Raw had their debut. Did you watch that, my friend? You did. Okay.
You're damn right. What? You think I would have missed that? The Rock came out.
Hey, I do not think you would have missed that at all. And as you mentioned, The Rock himself, the great one, Dwayne Johnson, was the first one out. And when his music hit and the lights came on, the crowd went crazy. That being said, let me give you my top 5 moments from WWE premiere on Raw. Number 5, they showed at the beginning of the show Macaulay Culkin and Danielle Fishel, yes, Topanga from Boy Meets World, were at the show for our
everybody's high school crush when they were younger. Everybody, you know, real ones knew that was a crush girl.
How old are you? How old are you, Jake?
I'm 31, 2 this year, 32 this year.
So if you're like 30, mid-30ish,
Jake, you 32?
I don't think he is. I think he's lying. But that's okay.
I'll be 32.
Man, stop.
Let me see. Hold on. 32. Yeah, he's probably right. He's probably pretty close.
All right.
His dad was like 1920, I think. So and that was like 30 years ago.
Like mid-30, mid-40. One of your crushes was probably Topanga from Boy Meets World. So anyway, she was there. They no-sold the hell out of Eric, who was also there. They didn't even say his name. Hilarious. Number 4, I forgot about this, though. I'm going to give a warning to one person. But number 4, Netflix got crazy last night. They let all kinds of things happen on this broadcast, cursing and the like. One moment was Rock taking a shot of Terramana tequila backstage and then immediately hopping in a car and driving away. Now, I know it's just for the camera and they're going to shut it off. And he's going to get out of the car. Let's try not to maybe promote drinking and driving. Hey, I love the Rock.
You're still cutting in and out.
Am I? If I am,
you seem far away. Is it me? Is it just me? Yeah, it just seems like you're like in and out.
No. I don't want to keep going there. I don't want to keep going and ruining anything. We will.
You're good though. Maybe it's just me. That's why I was asking the other guys.
Nah, Now you good, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, he's good. He's good. So just me, man. Maybe it's just me.
Jake, am I messing up, Jake, or do I sound like sound okay?
You're good. You're good now. I can hear you better now.
Okay. All right.
It's better
So,
now.
okay. So, anyways, number 3, Michael Cole, the announcer, his old ass up there when Jey Uso came out trying to do the yeet. He had a life alert on his watch because they thought his old ass fell down. So, Michael Cole, sit your butt down because you weren't even on beat with the yeet, and you asked Pat McAfee to yeet on you, which is just weird. But hey, like we said, Netflix was getting wild last night. Number 2, Hulk Hogan got booed.
Got booed.
That was crazy.
What?
Got booed last night.
Hulk Hogan came out in Los Angeles.
How do you get booed?
How do you think he gets booed? Let me put 2 and 2 together for you there, buddy. You're in Los Angeles, California, a most liberal state, and he's a supporter of Donald Trump and was at the speech.
Oh, yeah, he was at Donald Trump's thing. Yeah, that's right, California.
I haven't seen in 20 years.
Ooh.
Hulk Hogan, that was hilarious. But he is coming up with a new beer, Real American Beer. And finally, at the number 1 spot, your number 1 of the top 5 of WWE Raw last night. When Jey Uso came out with Travis Scott. And I told you Netflix got wild last night. My man was smoking on something. I thought it was orange at first, but it's possible. I heard this is something called the Sensibilia or the Mary Jane. And so I don't know. I don't know about these things. But I heard he may have been smoking, like, they call it maybe a blunt or a joint, maybe something like that. It's L. I don't know. I've heard these names before. I can neither confirm nor deny. But what I
Shut
will
up,
say,
Omar. Yeah.
but what I will
Y'all
say
crazy, man.
is that that's the number 1 in the top 5. Travis Scott, I don't care for your music that much. If you ever want to hang out, brother, let's go take some.
Real quick, let me ask Omar this one question. Omar, with Netflix now this big, with what they're doing, do you think they're going back? I don't think they'll ever go back fully, but do you remember the Attitude Era?
Thank you. You hit exactly what I was about to say. This is why I mentioned that. With all the cursing, with all the smoking, the drinking, everything like that, my first thought was exactly what you just said. They could be trying to go back to, and it's not going to go fully, because we know a lot of things.
Because we know how crazy that went.
What you cancel these days that you can't do no more that they did back in the 90s and 2000s. You can't do some of that stuff.
Late 90s, early 2000s, bar none. Better that was the prime.
My fault. But I don't think it'll get that bad again. But I do think it'll get close.
But they are kind of swaying slowly that way.
I agree.
Congrats, WWE.
Okay.
And
now
remember, like Triple H said, to end it all, we are now welcome to the Netflix era of Raw, Monday Night Raw.
Wow, interesting. Wow. Anything else, Professor?
Hit me, baby. Hit me, baby. Hit me with it. Hit me. Come on. Go to the other side. Go to the other side. Other side. Too sweet, baby.
Y'all crazy, man.
Actually, you know what's funny is that's the NWO signal.
That's the click.
The last time Hulk Hogan got booed was when he went heel back in 1996. He went from a baby face to a heel, and he chopped the leg on Macho Man, and that was the last time he invented the NWO.
Change wrestling forever.
Change wrestling forever. The best for wrestling.
Yeah. All right. Y'all got anything as opposed for this part? Omar's part. Any follow-ups for Omar?
Hey, good run, Omar. Good knowledge.
I loved it, Omar.
Man. Appreciate it, man. Good run.
Okay,
baby.
everybody. That was the Sports Professor.
Who's this random guy hating on my Broncos right now?
Bag.
Who's this random guy?
Somebody said KC gets the
No, I pray to God Casey gets the Donkeys in 2 weeks. Hey, that might be that might be Canteen. You know that might be Canteen? That might be the Chargers fan. I don't know if y'all remember him on our show. We used to bring him on.
That might be
Drew.
Yeah, Drew. Might be Drew the Chargers fan.
Might be Drew, man. I don't know.
That might be him because he called them donkeys earlier.
He's
a Chiefs fan. Oh, okay, he's a Chiefs fan.
Okay, all right.
Okay, welcome, G-Pick.
You don't want to see that.
Hate all of you.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I hope the donkeys lose too.
Donkeys.
Haterade.
All right. Let's talk. Let's talk a little college football. I like my man Can. This is his wheelhouse.
Let's
get us with that. Tell us the matchups and let us know, and we'll pick. We'll go off of you. You give us the matchups. We'll pick each one, and then we'll go from there.
All right, guys, man. We got we got these big CFP bowls this week, man. It's a big deal this week, guys. We have Texas plays Penn State. I think that's correct. Texas plays Penn. I think is it Texas Penn State or Texas Ohio State?
Ohio State. It's Ohio State.
Ohio State plays Texas, and then Penn State plays Notre Dame. Guys,
okay. Hey, can we talk about one game and then we'll talk about the other one. Talk about one game. Which one you want to hit first? Which one you want to hit?
We can do Penn State Texas first.
Okay, and then if we can talk about the teams that lost as well, if you want to, because I know you're a Georgia fan and you kind of lost out, but that'd be on the other side, but because we didn't really get a chance.
Whichever way you want to go, Flo, it don't matter to me.
Okay, all right. Well, let's talk Notre Dame, Penn State, because I think I don't think everybody expected Notre Dame to make it, and most people didn't expect Penn State to get this far.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody expected. I thought Georgia was going to be there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So talk about that, Can. What are your expectations on this game? Do you see it as a close game? Do you see a big advantage for any team? Go Can, and we'll go Can, Omar, and
this Notre Dame Penn State game, man. I think James Franklin. I mean, for both James Franklin and Notre Dame and Penn State, both of these teams won. They both won games.
Right.
But here's the thing, man. It was a big deal for a guy like James Franklin because his job, his career, everything was on the line. But then for a guy like Marcus Freeman, his was on the line likewise as well. I like the tenacity of a team like Notre Dame, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Notre Dame, man.
Okay.
I'm going with Notre Dame. And the reason I'm going with Notre Dame is because they kind of picked Georgia apart. I'm a Georgia fan, and I think that Georgia, if they had played the game on the day that they should have played, Georgia probably would have beat them. But because of unforeseen circumstances, things kind of deviated from what they should have been. I'm gonna go Notre Dame. Man, Notre Dame 27, Penn State 24.
Notre Dame. Okay. All right. Professor Drew Lar has been playing really well lately for the Nittany Lions. I think he's not coming out, but he's been playing really well. But some would say that playing SMU and Boise State, they kind of had an easier road. And so I can understand why Canteen might go with Notre Dame, having beaten Georgia, which was a kind of a favorite to get to the finals. What's your thoughts, Omar?
Yeah. Well, one thing I would like to just note is that I don't believe Marcus Freeman was under any pressure of being on the edge of anything, as Canteen mentioned, because he just signed as the new coach taking over for Brian Kelly a few years ago, and so he's coached well. And so I don't really think. But
I was saying he mentioned Franklin as well, beating, losing the big games, being known for not winning the big ones.
Yeah. I'll get there in 1 second. But Notre Dame, I mean, we said Marcus Freeman may have been on the hot seat or something. I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember what he said. But
he picks taking Penn State.
Yeah, Marcus Freeman's pretty stable there. They've done really well. Aside from their first loss to Northern Illinois at the beginning of the year, they've gone undefeated since then. So to look at Notre Dame than anything more than a legit contender at this point, Marcus Freeman has proved with that defense and with having his quarterback, at least Riley Leonard, at least be able to
manage the offense. Yeah,
manage the offense. They've been able to win.
Omar,
yeah, go ahead.
Not to cut you off, Omar. You think Leonard is a solid quarterback and Leonard can make solid moves?
I think he's a game manager. Do I think he can win a playoff game? Yes. Do I think he's going to be in the NFL? No. Former Duke product. He was good at Duke too, but he's a game manager at best. But I'm not going to take that away and say they can win the championship. I believe. And
he's got some legs on him too. He can move around.
Run.
I wonder if he would transition to a receiver or tight end or something.
That's a good point because he has, I believe, last I checked, because I remember I was watching like the last game Notre Dame was playing, and I remember they told the stat he had like already 10 touchdowns at the quarterback.
Right. I was just wondering maybe they would use them like they use like the Saints used. What's his name? I can't remember his name now, but yeah, kind of like him. Yeah, kind of like him. He puts on a few pounds and be kind of like play a little tight end quarterback type thing.
Yeah,
ahead, Omar. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Notre Dame is my pick to win this game. I trust Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame more. I'm going to say 24-21. I do not trust James Franklin yet.
Close.
Boise State and SMU are not the big game that he needs to win. If he wins this game, I still probably wouldn't consider it the big game, but it is a playoff.
This is a pretty big game, though. I think this would be considered a big game, though.
It will to most.
Notre Dame to go to the championship. Yeah.
Because
okay.
It doesn't make this point.
All right, Jake, your thoughts on this game and your pick? You're muted.
I'm going to go.
Okay, there you go.
I'm going to go Penn State. I think they'll win this game. I think, and I'm going to call him out too, because he's like Madden in my position. Omar, you hated on James Franklin, buddy. I don't forget. You said he has won meaningless games and he doesn't win the big one. So him winning this game, you better start respecting the guy, bum. I'm telling you right now. You better start giving him respect. He deserves it. Katron Allen will run the ball. They will go pound for pound, win this game. That's the running back for Penn State. He had over 134. He had 134 yards last game. I think they will run. They will out-tire and out-clock the Notre Dame, and I think they will win this game 24. I'll go 24-17. No, 26-13. I think it's going to be end up being a blowout in a way.
Shootout.
I think they're going to run through them.
You said shootout? You said shootout?
I got No, I think they're going to run them. They're going to run them to death. Katron Allen is going to be the playmaker this game. They're running back for Penn State, and he's going to destroy them. Give credit where credit's due. It's going to be, what's it called? It's going to be easy for them. I do, however, feel whoever wins this game, it does not matter, because the national championship is already being played this week, and it's being played on that other game. It doesn't matter who wins this game. Because the national championship is literally being played this weekend, guys, this Friday.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
All right, we're going to talk about it, Jake.
Hey, so you're taking who'd you take?
Penn State wins this game.
Who'd you take? I can't remember what you said. You like Notre Dame?
I took Notre Dame, man.
But start giving James Franklin his credit, Omar.
Only if
he wins two guys.
Only if he wins the game.
Yeah.
Can you check the private chat real quick?
Do what?
Check the private chat.
Check the what?
Private chat.
The private chat.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Okay.
I took Notre Dame by 3, man.
You mean okay? I didn't think I shared it over there. So yeah, I'll share it over there. Yeah. So let me get my thoughts, and then we'll go to the Ohio State Texas game. But man, this is a tough one because I think Notre Dame. I mean, beating Georgia was pretty big. The only thing I say about it is they didn't have their starting quarterback, and so that's the only thing that gives me a little pause. Penn State kind of manhandled Boise State for the most part. They didn't let them run, so they've got a pretty good stout defensive. I think they've got one of the top defenses against the run, and I believe that's what Notre Dame wants to do: run the ball a little bit. They're not going to throw it too much with their quarterback over there, and so I gotta give Penn State the edge because I like their quarterback the way he's been playing, and you know, like Ken said, you know, Franklin needs to win the big one. You know, he thinks he's won a big one. Omar doesn't think he's won a big game yet, and so this could prove that. And I understand that as well. But I think I like the way Drew Allar's been playing. He's got some wheels as well. He can move around back there pretty well, and he's been playing well the last few games. He put up 226 yards against Oregon. 244 against Minnesota. He's been doing better and better. He's been able to use his legs as well. And he didn't put up a lot of yards, but they didn't have to against Boise State. They kind of shut down Ashton, and that was basically the game right there. So I'm gonna give Penn State the edge, and Franklin wins another big game, quote unquote. And he ends up in the national. It's gonna be tight though, because I like Notre Dame's defense. I think they got a really solid defense as well, so they're not gonna be able to just run all over them. But I just think they have the edge on offense, and I think that's why Penn State wins this game. I'm gonna go. It'll be close. There'll be some field goals in this one. I feel it's gonna be like 23-19, something like that. 23-19. Penn State wins this one. All right, the national championship, according to Jake, Ohio State at Texas. Ken, where you at? Where'd you go? Oh my gosh, I didn't even look at who left. You want to go first, Omar? Or are you back, Ken? Are you in your drawers?
I'm back, bro, man. Why you?
Are you in your drawers?
We on the show, dog. Come on, man. We on the show, man. Stop. Look, we on the show.
Okay. Ohio State, Texas. Go, man. Ohio State, Texas.
Who I like?
That's you. Yeah, who do you like and why?
You talking about underwears and drawers, man. Come on, man.
You riding the camera, bro.
Oh, my God, man. You disrupting the show. All right, for this game right here. This game right here. This is the game of the day. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Ryan Day is going to make a name for himself. Ryan Day going to make a name for himself.
Right. Okay.
Howard, Henderson, Smith.
Howard, Henderson.
Jake, you can wash your hands, baby.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands there, Jake. Brother Jake, I love you, Jake. Save all that energy for this weekend. I like the Broncos. Hey, Jake, I'm going to tell you. I like Ohio State by 10. 34.
Ohio State by 10. Wow.
34. 34-20. Let me see. You do the numbers, Flo. Do the numbers, Flo.
10 points, 34-20. That's 14 points. 34-20 is 14 points.
Well, Flo, you do the numbers. Whatever. However y'all want to do it.
10 points? Oh, you said 10 points, right? So
10.
20 to 30. 30 to 20.
30.
20 to 30. That's the number.
Because y'all threw me out. Y'all talking about.
I'm done.
You threw me off. I was like, what's going on? What's really going on?
13.
You gotta turn your camera off, bro.
That's not even close, bro. That's not even close.
What do you mean?
30 to 20.
Difference, dude.
I said 10 points.
He said 30 to 20. I fixed it for him. I fixed it for him.
20-30. I said 10 points.
10 points.
Ohio State gonna win by 10.
Hey, leave him alone, Omar. Let it go.
And Omar, I'm really about to cook on you and your Raiders.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cook on you and the Raiders soon.
And you know I love you.
Get ready. Get smoked.
You better love me because you already know. I'm so tired.
Getting sauce, making wild picks.
Hey,
G-Pick on you. G-Pick on you. I don't know who G-Pick is, but he's on you.
So anyways, I don't know.
I like Ohio State, man.
Go ahead, Omar. Hey, so what do you think? And
name himself? Is that what you said as well?
Does Ohio State finally get over the hump, basically, Omar? Because they've been wanting to get it.
Ohio State gonna do it this year, Flo. Period.
Okay. What do you think, Omar? Where you at?
Well, I picked Ohio State before the season. They were my pick, and I would be the only one that picked them. So,
Ooh.
I will give Omar. I'll give you your credit.
You better not go 30-20 like him. 10-point game.
No, I actually had a 10-point. Mine is 34.
Oh, what are you laughing at him about?
Hello, world.
10 points.
Hello, world.
He said 10 and then gave you a 14-point score. At least I gave you 10 points. The point is, Ryan Day already made a name for himself. He's the head coach at the Ohio State. He doesn't really need
Donkey
more
fan and a Fader fan.
He needs to win in order to keep his job. In order to get himself off the hot seat. Because he's lost to Michigan so much. He wasn't going to lose his job, I don't think, even if he loses this game. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And so what? Raiders for life. Screw the Queefs.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
Y'all tripping, man.
Who cares if Brady owns you now?
Brady owns the Raiders. Brady don't own me. Brady don't own nothing.
He owns the Raiders, baby.
He owns the Raiders.
And you're a Raiders fan, so you're
He owns
by
10% of the Raiders.
Hey, you're an adjacent Brady fan now. You're a Brady fan by proxy.
If those words ever come out of your mouth again, so I will reach.
Look, literally owns it. G-Pick, I like, man.
Okay, so Omar, who did you pick?
What's your pick?
Ohio State. That was my pick from the beginning of the
By
season.
10.
By
10.
34-24. 10.
34-20.
Who knows where that's from?
Okay, Jake.
Jake, where's that from? Please tell me you know where that's from.
What?
10.
34.
10.
Where's that from?
I'm gonna be frozen on it.
Oh, and I forgot about that.
They found that the teacher was
movie.
Working at the dance club, we'll call it.
Thanks, G-Pick. Appreciate you.
I remember that.
Hey, so Jake, real quick for you before you make your pick, you're saying
guys, look, let me tell you.
Hold on, before you say it, real quick.
You know, Jake about to go off the deep end.
No, I wanted to say something because he's been on Quinn Ewers all year long, and he helped him win the game last time. So do you now officially have? But he hit that fourth and 13, kept you in the game, got a touchdown, kept you in the game. So I mean, do you finally have faith in Quinn Ewers?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
What? If I'm Steve Sarkisian, I make sure that this game is a running game. Thank you. Hey, that's what real Texas fans are. They know the truth. They know we would automatically win the damn national championship if Manning was playing already. Thank you. I'm so glad this guy's here.
Yours is a vet.
I've been saying that.
Yours is the vet, so he's going to get the start.
Absolutely. Look.
That's okay.
Texas, everything's pointing to Ohio State will win this game. But let me tell you something. Steve Sarkisian is going to out-game plan Will Howard's quarterback play and Ryan Day's coaching. I think this is a run. Let me tell you something. Our defense is better than theirs. Our defense is elite. I think our defense is going to outplay them. And I think they will make Will Howard throw more turnovers. I don't think Quinn has to do much. And boy, did Quinn luck out not having to play Georgia, because I would have been scared myself. Because that boy has not done anything against Georgia. But they will win this game.
Hold on. Hey, Flo, what did you say?
24-13. The defense will withhold it. And Ohio State will look at themselves in the mirror and know that they were not the better team that day. This is the national championship game right here. Texas wins 24-13. They will run the ball and outplay them. Defense wins this game. Oh, he's a Buffaloes fan.
He said, "Go Buff." He said, "Go Buff. Go Buff. Go Buff."
Okay.
You know what?
He's a Buff fan too, buddy.
But he hates the Donkeys. You hate the Donkeys? They're from Denver too, man. What's up, G-Pick? All right. Shoot.
Come on, Flo.
I think you know what? I think Jake convinced me here. He convinced me here.
My score. Jake has convinced me to change my score.
Okay. What's your score now?
What score?
Ohio State still wins. Obviously, I have no choice because I picked them, and they're going.
Okay.
It is elite. 28-24. Ohio State.
No.
Yeah. Jake convinced me. I think. Talking about Quinn Ewers and talking about Sarkisian, and then talking about Will Howard and the quarterback there, and talking about Day, that he's going to out-coach him. And so for me, I think it's going to be all Big Ten championship, baby. A Big Ten. It's going to be Ohio State, baby. Edges this out in a tight one. This is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a little high scoring, but not super high scoring. I think it's going to be quite a few points of kind of back and forth, maybe even go into overtime. I like going into overtime possibly. I think this is going to be a 28. Well, no, let's say 30-29 Ohio State edges out on 1 point on some kind of field goal or a 2-point conversion at the end of in overtime. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be the best game so far of the playoffs. And it's gonna be Ohio State versus Penn State. Big Ten's gonna be happy, but everybody's gonna be like, man, what happened to SEC? There's no SEC.
Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. We're back next year.
That's a good point, though. That is a good point, though. The Big Ten is now up there in the same level of
with the S.
Right. No SEC teams in the Final Four.
Omar. Great
and
point,
then two
Omar.
Big Ten teams. I just said it. What do you mean good point, Omar?
What do you mean no SEC teams in the Final Four?
I told you.
Well, okay, there is one. I look at Texas, I'm just saying when I see Texas, I still see Big 12. That's why.
Flo, the board is even now. The NIL, the coaching, everything is even across the board. The SEC, everybody can compete across the board. What you talking about?
What?
That's what I love most. That's what I love most about the NIL and transfer portal now is that now it spreads talent out. So you're no longer five stars as third stringers at Alabama. Now they can go play at Colorado, and now they can go play at Boise State and
That's fair.
And be able to.
Flo,
what?
Omar, let me say this. Flo, I didn't want 2 chips. I didn't want 2 chips in the last 3-4. I got 2. What is this about? I didn't want 2.
You got 2. It's been a minute, though. It's been a minute.
The last time I won one was in 80. I got 2 in the last 3-4 years. What are you talking about?
Okay, Georgia. I'm a pseudo Georgia fan. Calm down. I'm a pseudo Georgia fan. Calm down.
I know you're a Georgia fan. I know you is.
That's like my second, third team.
I know you is. I know you're a Georgia fan.
I'm a Tech fan first, but I mean, after that, I like Georgia. I want Georgia to win. Remember?
I know you like Georgia.
Okay. Then why are you yelling? Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming at me? All right, let's go. All right, so now it's time for everybody's favorite topic. I think. Well, I don't know about Omar. He's a Raiders fan, but I mean, mostly everybody's favorite topic.
You ain't right, Flo. You wrong, man. Don't do that, boy.
The NFL in action this weekend. Anyway, a lot of NFL action this weekend. Did you see that post that the Drew put up about the Raiders fan looking at all
that? So I didn't even watch it. No,
did you see it, Jake? You didn't see it, Jake? You saw it?
I did hear the music though. My old friend.
Right. I can just picture that's you sitting there. I just figure you're sitting there with a I don't know, something in your a drink in your hand. You're just thinking, wow.
Thank you for tuning in, Patrick.
Ken is gone. Oh, he's just saying you're crazy. That's my wife. Shout out to my wife, Patricia Flores. That's my spouse.
I ain't gone. I'm right here.
He's saying you're gone like you're crazy. That's what she's saying. All right, so let's talk about this. A couple of non-NFL related, non-playoff related stories coming out. So the Giants are keeping Daboll and is it Schoen and Daboll. They're keeping both. Your thoughts, guys? Go around the horn. What do you think about the Giants keeping both? Many thought Daboll might lose his job, or one of them might lose their job here. What are your thoughts, guys? Go Can, Omar, Jake.
Hey man, somebody knows something I don't know, and I'll leave it at that. That's all I got. Somebody knows something Canteen don't know.
That doesn't mean. What does that mean?
Somebody knows something I don't know. Period.
Okay, but what do you think that means?
So they remain with the organization for a reason.
Okay.
They still there for something. Right?
What's your speculation? Why do you think they remain there?
Man, go ahead, man. You know why they still there?
Why? Because what? Because the skin color? Is that what you're trying to say?
Now y'all want to bring the skin color stuff in there.
I'm just saying because you ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying you ain't saying nothing.
You was arguing about this earlier. The organization won't let it be that floor. I don't even want to bring the skin color in there.
Okay, let's not bring it in.
Other teams with the skin color, because we talked about.
We don't talk about no skin color. I don't care about skin color. You're the one that care about it.
I am not. sure what just happened.
I don't know what just happened. Okay, so
You should have Flo brought that up.
Cans take, because I know how you feel. I know how you thinking.
Go ahead, man. Cause
So Omar, why do you think? Does he think it's just somebody knows something that Can don't know? Is that what happened? Or
did I say anything, Omar?
First of all, Canteen with all love in my heart because you know I love you. There's a lot of people that know a lot more than you out there. Okay, so I'm not saying that.
Oh, wow.
You know, I'm just joking with you.
Wow. Can defend yourself. Don't let him talk to you like that.
It's my favorite on this program, actually. Anyways, but
after taking shots at you, you're my favorite.
Yeah, y'all try to make memes and make jokes. I'm telling y'all, man, I know what's up.
No, you're screwed up. You're screwed up because you know what you were doing there. You have no reason to bring up no skin color when both coaches.
I'm just saying, because what kind of answer is that, Omar? What kind of answer is that?
It was the answer from Can is gone. That was the answer. It was from what your wife said.
Can is gone? That's the answer?
I don't know what he said, but whatever he said, he left it on the moon. The rest of his Martian friends. I don't know what he said.
Y'all crazy, man.
I don't know what's going on. I've lost the show. The show's over.
Oh, no, let's keep going. On a serious note,
go ahead.
Let me about Daboll in the Giants organization. They remain in there because they're going to bring us some new picks, bring us some new faces, and bring us some new players.
I mean, I can tell you what I think, but
well, the funniest part is that Canteen said, I don't know, and there's a lot of people out there that do know, but Canteen then went on to say the exact reason why they did it. So he was right in the end anyway. They did it because they want consistency. John Morris said they've gone through too much turnover, and they wanted to have the same coach and GM
stability.
Give them a quarterback and see how it plays out. So Canteen was right in the end, but he downplayed.
Okay.
Come on, Flo. See, Flo.
You're right, Can. My bad. Hey, my bad, bro.
All right, man. Let it
I
ride.
apologize.
Let it glide.
Okay. All right. What do you say,
nice.
Giants? They have neighbors Travis Hunter next year. What? They got to pick a quarterback. They got to pick a quarterback. They can't pick Travis Hunter. What are your thoughts here? I know you're a big Daboll fan, Jake. What are your thoughts?
I think the owners know they messed up. Remember, Daboll did not want Daniel Jones re-signed. He did not care.
No.
It was the owner themselves that said, we want to keep Daniel Jones. We want to show that we're committed. Right. They know they made that mess up. It would look dumb for them to have to tell somebody else to make a bed that they wanted them to make and then tell them to sleep in that damn bed. Hell no. That ain't on Daboll. Daboll did as much as he squeezed everything he could out of that piece of garbage there was in Daniel Jones. Sorry. Facts are facts. Here's the next point. I think they have a great momentum. Here's the only person I do worry why they kept is the GM because his Saquon
Why
blunder.
did he keep Saquon?
Well, the Saquon blunder is what I'm saying. That's what hurts him. I think what saved his job is Malik Neighbors is a top-tier receiver that fast. So I think they kept him around because he did show promise with who he drafted in the first round this season. Now, with that being said, I agree here completely. They need a quarterback. Now, this is the biggest question.
Now, hold on, Jake. Jake, not to cut you off. Jake, let me ask you a question now. Who is the best suited quarterback on the draft market for the Giants that fits their organization feel?
Yes or no? If they get a rookie QB, do they still have to rebuild? This is for everybody.
Go ahead. I'm asking you. I want you to answer the question, bro.
If they get a rookie QB, I don't think they have to rebuild.
They don't have to rebuild, but they have to wait for him to get good.
Because they got a solid D line. They got a solid D line to be fair.
They're going to have to build up the team if that's what you mean. But they have to build up the team anyway.
But it's not.
They're at the bottom. They have nothing. They're like the Raiders.
I don't know. If they get a solid quarterback, a la Jaden Daniels, I think
Omar, who would you select?
They've got some pieces.
Omar, who would you select, Omar?
They have pieces. That's what I was going to get at. Here's my question, though.
Go ahead, Jake.
The Tennessee Titans are picking. This is what I don't like. If you don't get to pick your QB, and they don't now, the Tennessee gets to pick. I would literally look. I don't know if Sam Darnold's getting re-signed now. Now, he could be. But if he does, what do you do with JJ? There's also Joe Milton that good. If I'm the Giants and I know I cannot get the quarterback I want, I push back in the draft. I trade that pick up. I let other people get it.
Mm-hmm.
I trade back in the draft. I get
a stopgap.
They gotta rebuild, bro. They still have to build a team in a way. You're trying to compete with the Commanders now. I think the Commanders are the premier team
at this
for the
point,
next decade of that NFC East. Yes or no?
As much as Daboll's gotten
chance, turns them around like a Jaden Daniels does, like Flo said. I don't believe that. I think they need more than that.
Okay, but what I say, Jake, is that they've given Daboll a chance and been patient with it, but their patience will run up at some point. The top brass, it'll run up at some point, and if he has another losing season, I think that's not going to be good for him. I think if he can get a quarterback, I don't think there's really a veteran that can turn it around there, or they can use a stopgap, like a Darnold or something. I think they need to get a rookie and have him go in there with Daboll and have Daboll shape him and mold him, and maybe just miss out on the playoffs next year, 8 and 9, something like that. And then the quarterback shows promise. I think that's the key to the Giants season next year for me.
You think they can have another losing season?
I think that's possible. It depends who they get, right? It's hard to find Jaden Daniels and the right mix offensive coordinator, but I think Daboll is a good quarterback coach, and he's an offensive guy. So I think if he has the right quarterback, I think, they probably need to get a good running back in the draft in the second, third round, maybe fourth round. Get a good, maybe Scattaboo ends up over there. He's supposed to be a fourth rounder. A solid running back for him to go with their quarterback. I think they can possibly make a push, maybe just on the outside of maybe 7 or 8 wins next year, and then they can build off of that. I don't think you can get just a stopgap quarterback. Yeah. Because, Daboll's time's going to run out. He can't go back and do another 4-win season, 3-win season. I don't think
he can't do that.
That's why I think you get a veteran quarterback.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I think. I think they got to get a quarterback.
You can sign a free agent and bring him in to compete with the
But who? Who that's?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying you still got the rookie with you there.
Right. Oh, okay. Take the rookie, maybe. Okay, that's fair. I don't think you draft a Cam or Shador and bring in a veteran. One of those two guys, you got to play them.
You got to play those up top.
If you're the guy in the second round, maybe you do that. That's what I think. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next.
Let's think about this, right?
Okay.
Just really quick. Because the other day, we talked about the draft, but so many things change within 36 hours. So there's so much new information that I found out since the last show. So let's go to the draft again.
Okay.
Tennessee's at the
right.
He's at number 1.
Right.
Who just got fired today? Who'd they fire today?
Tennessee's GM got fired.
The GM for
Randy
Tennessee.
Carson, also a African American man.
You're right.
How did Prime react online when this happened? Prime gave the eyes emoji and said, "Wow, Prime can control where Shador Sanders go." Mm-hmm. Remember, I said it was between Shador and Travis Hunter at the beginning of the year. Well,
correct.
Now he may not even get either one of them. Now they may have to pick Cam Ward. That may be the only quarterback or player that they would even that Sanders would allow them to go to. Now, I would still think he would let Hunter go, but that's me, extrapolating on. But
you think he's got that much control over Hunters?
Yeah. Definitely.
Where he goes? I don't think he's got that much over Travis Hunter against the door.
But I think that Travis Hunter will listen to him. So if you take those two out, now Tennessee has to draft Cam Ward, right?
Or Quinn Ewers. Oh, but you said Quinn Ewers coming back, Jake, right?
Ewers ain't going that high anyway. Come on now.
He's not coming back to the Texas, but he's staying.
He's rated the number 4 quarterback. Jalen Milroe is still number 3.
Now I've got even more information for y'all to bust y'all's bubble a little bit. The Cleveland Browns. Okay. Remember how I told y'all that they restructured Deshaun Watson's
deal? Correct, Omar.
He had a $95 million cap hit. It is now at $79.3 million. But hold on, they bought insurance on him, as at least they did something for the whole damn thing.
Okay.
Which usually covers about half, which means that he would be a $37-ish million cap hit, which means now they can bring in a cheap 1-year free agent like a Geno Smith, or even draft a quarterback. Look towards the future now because Deshaun Watson's cap is less, and he's probably not going to play next year because his Achilles got re-injured.
Okay.
Now Cleveland drafted quarterback. So now
Allen
the Giants
says
might
trade back. Could trade back.
That's why I said trade back.
Right.
Okay. What are the Titans? Yeah, because all things are pointing toward they're not going to draft a quarterback for some reason. I don't know why, but that they're not going to draft a quarterback high. But that's what I've heard in many places. Good point, Alan. Appreciate you. So let's move on to another question that I had on here. So these probably go a little faster. But the Bears request to speak to Mike McCarthy. Good move, bad move by the Bears. Your thoughts, Ken, Omar, Jake?
Hey, man, I think that was a pathetic move by the Cowboys, man. I think that was piss poor, man. I mean, what does that say about the Cowboys organization?
What does it say?
I mean, what does that say?
I mean, he's not on contract. He's not on contract. They haven't signed him to a contract.
But I'm saying, what I'm saying is, I mean, do you guys want to retain him? Do you guys want to hold on to him? I mean, what does he mean to your organization? I mean, for me, what that says about your organization is that he doesn't mean much to you all by him going to speak to somebody else.
Cowboys denied the interview.
He's not much value added to you guys.
I don't know. They denied the interview though. They denied the interview though. Cowboys didn't let him talk. That's what Alan is saying. I believe Alan. He's a big Cowboys guy. But after the 14th though, he can speak to whoever he wants to because I think that's when his contract runs out. So at this point, unless they sign him before the 14th, he can talk to whoever he wants to after that. But at this point, the Cowboys denied the interview. So I don't know what that's saying. Is that saying they're going to keep him? For me, I've always said they're going to run it back with Mike McCarthy. That's what I've always said from the beginning. Why? Because that's what I don't want Jerry to do, and Jerry always does what I don't want him to do. And so he's always does the opposite of what I want him to do most of the time. So I think he's going to run it back with Mike McCarthy. That's until it doesn't happen. That's what I think. What are your thoughts on the Bears, Omar? At least speaking to McCarthy.
Now that you told me they denied it, I didn't read that news, but now that you told me that tells me all I need to know. The Cowboys are going to keep him, especially now that Belichick has signed it in North Carolina. That makes a lot of sense now. As for the Bears, I expect them to. I've been hearing rumors that they're obviously everybody and their mama wants Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, right?
Lions,
right.
But also, who you all should be looking out for as a dark horse in any single conversation for coach when you're looking for an offensive mind is the offensive coordinator, Liam Cohen from Tampa Bay. He took over for Dave Canales when he went to North Carolina and subsequently turned Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield into a better offense than they were last year without Chris Godwin and without as good as a running game. So Liam Cohen
and Mike Evans was out as well for a few games without Godwin as well. And they still made a play.
To watch out for in any offensive.
What's the coach's name? What's the offensive coordinator there?
Liam Cohen.
Ian Cohen. Okay, that's fair. Okay, well, your thoughts, Jake? We know now that Mark McCarthy was denied the interview, but your thoughts on the Bears even asking him for an interview?
If I'm the Bears, I would try and grab Ben because you get an addition by subtraction by grabbing somebody in your own division. You hurt them as well. Here's the other point, though. If I'm Mike, because Jerry didn't sign me before, I let him sweat this offseason a little bit, too. If I'm Mike McCarthy, I let
How's he going to sweat? His job offers are going to come in. Bears asked.
All I'm saying is, hey, you didn't want to sign me last year when you could have signed me. You knew my contract was up. I'm going to give you the same thing you do to CeeDee Lamb, the same thing you do to Micah Parsons, the same thing you do to your players. I'm going to now do to you and make you sweat to see if you really have me or not, and see if I have a better job offer outside of this. If I'm Mike McCarthy.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair take. All right. So before we get to these playoffs and a couple of little small stories, do you have what we now call on the show Hot Take Jake's hottest take? Take.
You got to work.
All right, hot take. I got to work on that one. I know. It's the first time.
I know.
What's your hottest take of the day? Hot take, Jake.
I think by the end of next year, y'all hear it here first.
Cool McCain.
And you never have seen this. Sorry, Hot Take. You've never seen this before. This doesn't happen, especially in their prime.
Okay.
I think Joe Burrow will request a trade and be out of the Cincinnati Bengals by the end of next season. Let me tell you why.
What?
I believe after next season, let me tell you why.
After next season?
This is a burning take.
Fire.
After next season, they will fail him again. And I think even I, as Burrow, would rather go
Alberto.
and say, hey, let me. It's nothing my fault. I've done everything I can. The Bengal fans can't blame me for what I've done. He should be MVP this season for what his numbers. I'm going Burrow will leave the Cincinnati Bengals and request a trade after next year.
Why after next year? Why not next season? I mean, why not before next season?
Because they're going to fail again off of what Burrow's done with the numbers he's put up. Poor guys over there putting up the astronomical numbers.
Yes, sir.
Hot takes, hot take.
Hey, Florida.
Sound the alarm. That's a hot take.
Hey,
that is a hot take.
I have a follow-up question though.
Okay, go ahead.
Why would he leave Cincinnati that has one of his good friends, Jamar Chase, first of all, but also has a great offense, is building their defense, has a great fan base. Look, I didn't say they were good defense. I said they're building it.
Right. They got a good. I mean, they got one of the best D linemen in the NFL right now.
They were great.
I think he leads the NFL, doesn't it? What's his name?
Right now, Omar, is the AFC the toughest? Do you believe the top 5 quarterbacks are in the AFC?
Sure.
I would say so.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. If I'm Burrow, I take advantage of that, especially losing again. I think the way he lost this past season, putting up over 4,000 yards passing, and to lose like that, it hurts him. And Jamar's not going to come out. He's not going to leave Jamar stranded. He's about to get paid. I think Jamar gets paid, and I think T. Higgins leaves. I think they're only going to get to pay one.
Pay one.
But why would he go somewhere where he would?
Yeah, why would he go and leave Jamar by himself there?
I think, like I said, he lets Jamar get his payday. It's not like he's leaving him in the abyss. He gives him his paycheck. Remember, when LeBron left Cleveland, he left Cleveland, but Tristan Thompson, all those guys did get their monies for the next coming years. He made sure those guys got paid for what they did. Even though they were average players, he always let them get paid. I believe Joe Burrow the smartest move to do is to request a trade in your prime and say, this has nothing to do with me. Remember, Carson Palmer was on Colin's show 2-3 weeks ago, and he even said as himself, and Carson Palmer admitted, I was nowhere near as great as Joe Burrow. And I was getting frustrated with that organization.
Carson Palmer tore his ACL and had no choice because he couldn't play.
Well, hold on. Now, come on. Did they not waste his time there? Come on, Omar.
I mean, of course.
His prime?
Look, he went to the Raiders and then still stunk it up. So I don't know.
And then where did he go after?
But is that a Raiders problem? Is that a Raiders problem, Omar, though?
Yeah,
that might be a Raiders problem.
He went to Arizona and looked great. Don't do that. He resurrected his career.
I like Carson Palmer. Do not get me wrong. I like Carson. For a USC player, and I hate USC players, I like Carson.
You know what I don't want to see, Omar? I don't want to see an Andrew Luck situation again. Andrew Luck was with a terrible organization for that long, ended up hurting himself out of the NFL.
We can agree that
Burrow has had several injuries. I have Matt on the other pod saying he's injury-prone quarterback. Is he really injury-prone, or does his offensive line not help him? He gets hit.
He has a better offensive line than this last year or two. He's got a better line. But
No,
he is a little injury-prone.
He is the closest thing to Brady right now. He is the closest thing to Brady. The way he plays. The way he plays.
You should know, Omar. That's your owner. You should know a lot about
I would know. And Tom Shady sucks. And if he didn't have the ability to cheat all those times, he would have never won all those Super Bowls. So screw the New England scams. New England.
So speaking of the Raiders,
I like this.
They fired AP. What's your thoughts on that? You said this was coming.
Omar called.
What are your thoughts on them firing AP? And who's in the shoot? Did you hear any rumors?
I told you this was going to happen because I know how the Raiders organization does, and this is their MO. And once coaches started to go, they had a late stage meeting this afternoon, and Mark Davis decided that AP was going to be gone after one season. You only fire a coach after one season, a la what New England Patriots did with Gerard Mayo, which is why I think they have Mike Vrabel already signed, even though you can't say that. I believe that Mark Davis already has his eye on someone, or already knows and has a verbal agreement with whoever the future coach is going to be. So I am now going to
Is this a friend of yours, Champ Ross? He says it's Tom Shady
Hey,
and
yeah.
Bill Belichick.
Before now we're friends. Oh,
Now-
baby. Screw Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Yes, sir. See, I like it.
But he also says Raiders are a loss.
Damn it,
No.
Champ, don't do that. I know you're what are you, a Chargers fan, right?
What's up, Champ?
Anyway,
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
so these are the options here, gentlemen. I see 3 options available for the team. The number one option is somehow Shedeur Sanders falls in the draft, and you get a prime Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders combo to the Raiders. Could happen. Yes, it very much could happen.
You hear it, Flo. You hear it.
I think that could
Heard
happen.
it first.
What if the Raiders trade up to number 2 with Cleveland?
Ooh.
Okay, that's fair.
Brad Shedeur, hire Deion. Now
But
you got. Remember, Tom Brady trained.
But is Mark Davis the guy who's known to give up picks just to go up like that? I don't think he's
No,
known
but
for
if Tom Brady has that much influence as they're saying he has, they're saying he has a lot
Okay.
of influence, right? He's like the Elon Musk to Donald Trump in this situation.
G-Pick sees the Raiders too.
Thank you. If he falls or if they trade up, it could happen. And yes, I could see Deion being the coach. Number two, what happens if, and this is an underdog.
He's a Broncos fan though. You still like him, Champ Ross? He's a Broncos.
I knew he was a Broncos fan.
Oh, okay.
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 I thought that's what he was. I thought he was a Broncos.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyways, but still. All right. Number 2. You've been telling me what I can dream and what I can't. In this life, you dream whatever you want to be. Okay? I will manifest whatever I want. Damn it. All right. Anyway.
All right. Go ahead.
This is your underdog. Okay? Your underdog is Bill Belichick. Leaves North Carolina, says, I don't want to coach in college anymore. Tom Brady brings back Bill Belichick to coach with the Oakland Raiders. I mean, the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas
Wow.
Raiders. That is your underdog.
You're definitely in the past.
Why do I say underdog? Because that's not going to happen. I know that's not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Now, your dark horse, which I very much do think could happen, this is your number 2 option to the Raiders. He's been sniffing around to a lot of organizations. He's been a consultant to a lot of organizations. And we bring back the Raiders.
Chucky!
Chucky, baby! Come back home. We want you. We love you. There are no rules that say you cannot come back. Let's go.
The Raiders. Bring Chucky back. Oh. Now you're really dreaming.
Every Raiders fan misses.
As Champ Ross laughs at you. Any thoughts on the Raiders, guys, before we go to the next thing?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, I think they just need to work on getting a good head coach. I heard Pete Carroll is a
what y'all
candidate.
think
Is that
about
true?
Pete Carroll. You know, that wouldn't be a bad pick, but I don't like that. That's not last year.
I mean, I could see Shedeur going there, but I don't know about Belichick.
No, that's completely. No. Look, G-Pick, I know you act like I don't talk sports every day. I know, G-Pick. You would subscribe to Ball Club. That's what you need, because you would know that I know this. But anyways, what I'm saying, that was mostly a joke. But
I figured it was kind of a joke, but
it's possible. You never know. I do think Bill Belichick's leaving UNC as early as next week, if possible. If one of these
next
jobs
week he's not even going to put a year there. He's not going to make it. I think he's there a year, maybe.
I'm surprised he signed to USC with all these openings that came out. What do y'all think about that? Because he could have had probably 2 of these jobs at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's got history there. I think his dad coached there or something.
I think Belichick is cool, man. I think he's solid.
He stays at UNC for a few years?
I don't think he's going to be comfortable in college. I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think in the ACC?
He's going to have a lot of control, though.
But it's like a chessboard. He can make moves, Omar.
I don't think he'll be able to college kids. I don't.
Really?
Huh. I think so.
What are your thoughts, Jake? Anything?
No, I just think the Raiders need to work on that. That's what I would say. They need to get a QB first, and I don't know if they're going to have the spot to get him. I don't know if they have.
So too. I think so too.
I don't see the Raiders moving up for a quarterback. I think they stay where they're at, and if it comes or not.
Really?
We're gonna start tanking for Arch Manning 2025. How about this? We bark for Arch.
Arch Manning.
Bark for Arch.
What'd you say?
Bark for Arch.
Bark for Arch? Is that what you said?
Bark like we bark for Arch.
Bark for Arch. I don't even know what you're saying.
Rhymes? Still rhyme? No, what will we do for Arch then? Somebody gonna
I
take
don't know.
Arch, so we're gonna have to come up with a name. Let's go. Come up with it first.
The Arch down for Arch.
That's
I don't
not
know.
good. You talking about?
I don't know.
It's gonna be worse than mine was. Come on.
All right. So let's look at this. The wild card game is coming up, man. So let's look at this wild card thing. Let's give our picks here. And so one thing I wanted to add, because let's look at this first game. Chargers at Houston. We'll look at the five. Let's look at the lows. The low. Let's look at. We can look at. Yeah, let's look at 7-2 first, and then we'll look at the 5 and.
Why would we
5
not
and
go
6.
Saturday all the way through Sunday?
Okay, let's do that then. We can do that. Let's do that. So Saturday, Chargers. Let's just do it. Okay, that's fine. So Chargers at the Texans. Chargers signed Zeke. Any thoughts on that helping them? Is that going to make a difference? They signed Zeke. Anyway, Chargers at Houston. What do you think, Ken?
You know, I think Harbaugh, first year coaching, great addition. The Texans are just there because of their division. AFC South is poor, pathetic, poor. I like the Chargers in this game. I'm going to go 30-20. Chargers upset on the road at Houston. 20-30. They'll win on the road.
20-30.
Mm-hmm.
Are they the favorite? They're not the favorites though, are they?
Chargers are 3-point favorites. Road.
Oh, so it's not an upset. There you go.
I like the Chargers.
All right. Okay. Give me the spread, Omar, when you can, if you have it there. I can't
42.5.
go back. So the Chargers are 4.5 favorites.
They're 3-point favorites on the road, and it's a 42.5 point spread.
Oh, okay. Oh, 42. Okay, but so Ken likes the Chargers. What are your thoughts? And any thoughts on Zeke?
Yeah, I completely agree. These are two teams headed in opposite directions. We lamented the Texans being just an average team pretty much all season. I hope they get better. I thought they were going to be much better this year because they got so many pieces. But anyways, they did have an average season. They did last year. And while they lost a pair of games, the Chargers hit the postseason on a 3-game winning streak. And y'all know on this show, if you watch the show regularly, fans, you know I like momentum. So momentum means that the Chargers have it. They picked up Zeke because J.K. Dobbins hurt his knee last game, and we know how much knee problems he's had in his career. So hopefully he'll be fine. He came back into the game, but that's something that you need to have precaution with, which is why they signed Zeke Elliott. I got the Chargers winning this game as well. I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 25-22.
They cover. Well, okay. What do you think, Jake? I know you're not a fan of the Chargers, but
Well, I'm not a fan of the Chargers, but I'm a realist. The Texans are straight horrific. I've even said this, and I was laughed at. I want to say 2-3 months ago by fans and people around me. I said, "Hey, bro, Bryce Young's the better QB. Watch what's going on." And now we see it. C.J. Stroud looks like shit. I'm just calling a spade a spade. This is gonna be it.
He looked a little average.
Stop it, Omar. Stop coddling him. Stop babying him, bro. Stop it. Stop it. The guy's not good.
who?
As I said, Chargers
Who'd he say wasn't
good outright. I'm going to go 30-20. Chargers win. I think Texans look horrific this game. They get destroyed. Yeah.
Wow. So Ross says Chargers 23-17. G-Pick has Chargers 24-10. Wow, almost a blowout.
No, you know what? I like that pick, 23-17. I'm going.
Okay, 23-17. Yeah, I'm going to say I like the Chargers too. I think, and I said this before the season started, that C.J. Stroud is looking at a sophomore slump, and I believe it's happened this season.
You call that.
So I think that, and here's the thing, Herbert finally is starting to look like the quarterback everybody has wanted him to look like, especially the last 3 games mainly. 284, 2 touchdowns, 281, 3 touchdowns, 346 against Las Vegas and 2 touchdowns. But he's also been using his legs a little more in these last 3 or 4 games, which I do like. I think that's something that I think almost all playoff quarterbacks have to have, some kind of mobility, ability to move around, ability to get a first down with your legs. And I think that's something that I think he's always had, but he's never shown. He hasn't never shown it as much. And now maybe it's just he feels comfortable with the offense enough to do it, and what he's seeing out there as a quarterback. I don't know what it is, but he's been using his legs more, and I think that's going to be key to them making a run. I like the Chargers as well. I think he'll have a really good game. Zeke might punch one in for a touchdown. We'll see. I like 27 to, I want to say 27-16. 14-point game.
March for Arch. March for Arch.
Oh, that's a good one. Who said that?
Cool. March for Arch. I'm saying March for Arch. I know.
Oh, but you got it off mine though. You kind of got it off mine though. I helped you.
I did. You did.
Okay.
You get, hard.
I get partial credit.
You don't get no credit for that. His name is Arch. You don't get no credit for that.
I get a Jason credit.
Or Arch. Arch for Arch. Like your
March for Arch.
Or March for Arch.
Or March down for Arch.
March for Arch. Let's go, Raiders.
March for Arch. You gotta let Jake come up with it. He comes up with better things. You gotta let him come up with it, because he comes up with some good ones, even though I don't.
Did you like March for Arch?
His Broncos.
That one sounds good, but I wouldn't want you to grab Arch Manning at all.
Why?
Yeah, he loves Arch.
Because Peyton loves Denver. He would have to go to Las Vegas all the time.
Oh, he'd be up smoozing with we have a Tom Brady. We'd have a Peyton Manning. Brady's love affair.
Wow, you would have both Tom Brady and Manning and Brady on the Raiders.
Yeah, you know Peyton Manning would invest. You know he would invest.
Wow.
We already got Omaha Productions. Come on over, Peyton.
Keep on dreaming, Raiders fans. All right, let's go Steelers at the Ravens canteen. Someone who was once said that it's hard to beat a team 3 times unless it goes against what they believe. But most of the time, that's what I've heard people say. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, and that would have to beat them.
Well, good thing they split.
I'm just saying the Ravens would have to beat the Steelers 3 times to move on. Go ahead, Ken.
They lost.
Here's my thing, guys.
Oh, they split? Okay.
I think this is gonna make a lot of relevance.
Oh, they did split. My bad.
Come on now. What the heck?
You're right. They did split. I was thinking of a different team.
The Steelers talk a good game. The Steelers talk this and that. But they're playing at Baltimore, man. Lamar Jackson's gonna have a field day.
Omar, say that spread on this game too when it's your turn.
Spread for this game.
I'm gonna go 34-20. Ravens at home.
Okay.
Mike Tomlin, talk to me, sweet. Talk to me, sweet Mike Tomlin. What you keep having season after season, you keep winning season after year. But what do you do after? What's next? You keep winning year after year, playoff after playoff. But what do you keep doing to get beyond where you're at? 20-30, 20-34. I like Baltimore.
My 10.
34. Let's go Ravens.
Ken, I think everybody is with you at this point. Lamar Jackson has to get over this in the playoffs. As you mentioned, this is the 3rd time they will meet in 2 months. The Steelers usually perform very well against Lamar Jackson. Excuse me. And typically in January in the playoffs, he has struggled. He's thrown 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions and had less than 59% completions in the playoffs. So, that being said, I just talked about momentum earlier. The Steelers have been on a downswing for the past 6 weeks, month. Derrick Henry should run all over this team. The Baltimore Ravens are a 9.5 favorite with a 43.5% spread.
That is wild to me. 9.5.
Yeah,
the
9.5.
Vegas knows something we don't on that one.
They do. I'm not going to agree.
You're always right, though.
don't want to say 10. But at the same time, the Steelers have been going downhill, so I could see 10 very, very easily. But I'm going to go 7 points. I'm going to go Ravens.
They're trying to get people to bet on the Steelers. That's what they're doing.
Maybe. Let's go Ravens. 24-14 Ravens. Actually, damn, I just went 10 points. I did. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm going to go 10.
So you do believe in the spread?
14, I guess I do believe in the spread. 24-14.
Okay.
Well, guys, I mean, I've called the Steelers from the get-go. I told you what they were. I told you Mike Tomlin celebrates having a winning season over winning Super Bowls. I guess that's their MO now. Who would have thought? Add on to that, their quarterback play has been horrific the past few games. This has just been terrible to watch. 4-game losing streak is embarrassing. And I think the Ravens are hot. I think they're going to finish off what they've done. They won the division. They took the division from them in the month. And they're going to take their manhood this coming up Saturday. I think Ravens win this game 31-17. I think it's the last time we see Russ in a Pittsburgh jersey. And I do think that this ends that whole, Steelers country, let's go, or whatever he was doing this year. It's the end of that.
Yeah,
it ends fast.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Fat ass Russell was the worst non-productive, non-studious football player in the history. He didn't care. He'd rather sip his syrup than study game film. So we ain't going to talk about him. March Manning ain't.
All right. Okay, so I think I can't blame all these losses on Russ for the most part. The last game, he had a lot of receivers drop. Pickens was dropping some balls that he should have caught at a tight end that dropped a key pass. And I don't think this has all been on Russ. I think he does bear some of the blame for this.
Right.
And the defense as well, I think, hasn't played as well the last few games. They give up 34 to the Ravens and 29 to the Chiefs, who have struggled to score. Let's be fair. They almost give up 30 points to them. So the defense, that's on Tomlin. He's the defensive. He's the guy that's supposed to run the defense. He's a defensive-minded coach. So I think he bears some of the blame as well. But here's what I know, that they do play, like Omar said, they play the Ravens really well, especially Lamar Jackson. They play him very well. And so I think this is going to be a closer game. I hope the Steelers win. I just can't see them. Momentum, I think that's a thing, like Omar said, and they're going to have to break the momentum. And I think if anybody can do it, Tomlin can bring them together and rally them together as a head coach. I like his mentality. I like his, the way he thinks and the way he coaches and it motivates these players. So I think they can win this game. It's just going to be hard because the Ravens are playing well and they have Henry now. But if they stick to the run game, they're going to be able to. If they get a lead, they're going to be able to kind of waste clock with the run game and with Lamar and Henry. So it's up to the Steelers to keep this close early and, stay within one score, no more than 10 points away. But I think it's going to be close because the Steelers always play Lamar Jackson close. And until Lamar Jackson has, starts winning big games in the playoffs, I'm gonna ding him for that. So, but I'm gonna say it's going to be a slower scoring game. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game, but we'll have a few points. Not to be lower scoring for the Steelers to win. So it's going to be something like a 23-20 game. I'm going to go Ravens win, but I hope the Steelers win. All right, so here we go. So the number 7 Broncos going up to Buffalo to play the Bills. You got the spread, Cam? Let me look it up. I'll look it up.
8.5.
8.5. 9 points. It's at 9 now. That's what I got on CBS Sports. So, 9 points. Bills favored in this game. What are your thoughts, Ken? Broncos at the Bills.
Man, you know what, Jake? We've been talking noise all year, man.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of people counted you out. They damned you out. They talked bad about you and throwed you under the rug and did all this.
Oh, D-Pick picking the donkeys. Wow. Go
Man,
ahead.
I think this is going to be an upset, man. And I ain't going to even lie, Jake. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do Sunday. Sunday about noon. I'm gonna put some wings on the grill.
Okay.
Got me a bottle of bourbon and put me some bourbon on the rocks, man.
Wow.
And I'm gonna be looking for our Sunday closeout, man.
Okay.
I feel good about the Broncos on Sunday, man.
Okay.
Jake, I feel really good about
a feeling, or do you have a reason? Good reasoning.
I just got this. I just got an itch in my bone.
Okay.
I got an itch in my bone, Flo.
Itch in your bone. Okay.
The Denver Broncos are gonna go to Orchard Park.
You are wearing underoos. So.
The Denver Broncos. All right. See, Flo like to talk noise.
You didn't see that, Omar? You missed it, huh? Did you miss that? When he got up? I think you missed. Go back and look at it.
But he had his ass hanging out. They got him to go get a drink. Oh,
Omar.
Man. You know what that reminds me of one time? So when I first started teaching digital, this is going to be a hilarious story. When I first started teaching digital marketing at Vanderbilt University, right? It was right after COVID, on remote. So we were on Zoom. And everybody was getting new to Zoom. So no one really knew what to do or how to handle stuff. So I got one kid, right? And he may, I'm not going to say anybody's name. That's not what you do as a teacher. He may or may not have been on, and I don't say this, I say this with all love. I'm not saying this disrespectfully. But he may have had a little bit of issues, in the learning disability area.
Okay.
He was fine. But one time when we all went on break, I was like, all right, everybody go on break and make sure you turn off your camera. He forgot to turn off his camera. And the next thing you know, he drops his sweatpants and he's butt naked, mandingo just swinging in the camera. And I'm the first year teacher and I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, how do I turn it off? And so I finally figure out how to turn his camera off. Luckily, everyone had left their computers, because had anyone else seen that other than me, we might have had an HR violation.
Was it being recorded?
Yeah. You could have gone back. I didn't tell nobody.
Somebody could have gone back and busted you on that one.
Oh, they could have gone back. What did I get busted for? I ain't the one to pull my pants down.
But you let him do it. Well, you let him do it.
I told you to turn your camera off. You're lucky.
I know. That's your fault.
Nobody. That's his fault.
I bet you knew how to turn it off after that.
Yeah, well, the bone is right. It was hanging out. He was trying to get me in trouble. He was trying to get me in a bone.
Your thoughts on this one, Omar? Broncos at the Bills. What do you got? 9-point spread.
9-point spread. Yeah, that's right. What do I have? Jake, you want to tell him what I got? What do I got, Jake?
I already know you're hating on my boys.
You know he's not going to root for your Broncos.
Like a 35-21 blowout victory. The Broncos, the Ponies, the little ponies, the little donkeys, they go home crying. They go home whining to Peyton Manning. Omaha, shut your bum asses up. You ain't had nothing since Champ Bailey, Champ Ross. So how about that? Bills, Josh Allen, and all the rest of the let's go Buffalo, run all over the Broncos.
All right,
go ahead.
Here's the funny thing, guys. I was asking people at my job, at Walmart, asking them everywhere as they're walking by. As they're walking by my aisle, I said, hey guys, a lot of people come up to me, say, hey, I love the shows, that I'm on, all that. And then I said, hey guys, is there a for sure win and loss this playoffs? Is there somebody you're for sure? And everybody's coming to me and telling me, oh yeah, Bills are going to beat the Broncos. That's already a known fact. Everybody knows. Everybody's picking the Bills. Everybody's got the Bills. But Sean Payton said something I love the most. He said a young, hungry team that's got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose, Omar. Nothing. And the Broncos got nothing to lose. All the pressure is on Buffalo. Sean McDermott is on if Sean McDermott loses this game, this boy could be fired literally the day after if he would lose this game.
Oh, come on now.
I'm just saying they lose this game, they're going to look at Sean McDermott. I think the Broncos got nothing to worry about. They're playing with house money.
Okay. Well,
Bo Nix outduels Josh Allen in a 24-21 upset. And they go on to Kansas City the week after and win this game. 24-21, Bo Nix outduels Josh Allen, wins late game. That's how you get it. Denver Broncos, we up.
What's wrong? I don't understand.
All right.
I don't understand.
So the Donkeys win. Okay. Okay.
Wild rhetoric.
Anyway. Okay. So what's the score? What's the score, Jake? You have a score?
20,
One more time?
24-21.
24-21. Oh, a close one. Wow. And a nail biter. Wow. Okay. Oh, man. I think Jay makes a point there. Most of the pressure is on the Bills, I believe. Broncos are playing with a little bit of house money there. Nothing to lose. Nothing expected of them. Most wouldn't have them making the playoffs or just being a borderline playoff team at the best. And so this is, everything they get from here is gravy really for them because, they're in the playoffs. And so they can go out there and just let it all hang out. And I think the Bills definitely I think the only thing about the Bills is that no one expected this from the Bills either because they lost a lot of offensive players. A lot of people thought even they might miss the playoffs because Allen doesn't have his weapons. He doesn't have a real top number one receiver anymore. And so part of me says, hey, they're playing – they overachieved as well, all things considered. But the fact that they have been the number 2 seed, number 1, 2 seed right in there most years, I think it puts a little more pressure on them. But I think that Josh Allen's played within himself this year. He doesn't have a lot. I think he's only got about 4 picks. He hasn't had to do everything, and he's been able to manage the game and only, make those runs and do these kind of crazy things that he does when he has to. And he's going to end up doing that in this game. I think that the Broncos will play him tough. They have a solid defense, they have a solid pass rush. But Josh Allen, no one runs like Josh Allen, not even Lamar. I mean, Lamar's faster, but Josh Allen, man, he can run that ball when he needs to. What?
What does that even mean?
What do you mean? What does that even mean?
Are you kidding me?
Yes. I mean, Josh Allen, have you seen the runs that he's made running over people?
Oh,
running around people?
Running over people gives you extra points because you don't want to have to.
I'm just saying. He's made some big plays with his leg. He beat the Chiefs with his legs on a 4th down, ran it in for a touchdown. I'm just saying. I think that's going to be the difference. He's going to make a couple of big plays, and they'll win this game. I think it'll be closer. They might even beat the spread, but I think Josh Allen. It'll be a little higher scoring because I think the Bills' defense has been not as good lately, and so it'll be something like a 31. I'm gonna go 31-26. 31-26. The Bills pull this out. Somewhat of a shootout, not necessarily, not quite. All right, let's go. Pause.
Not being ready.
What happened?
Said Josh will be running a lot. Denver better lay the wood.
Okay. And I don't think he's going to run a lot. I think he's going to run strategically when he really needs it. When they really need it. All right, Green Bay at the Eagles. I think the Washington team would have been a better matchup for the Eagles. So for me, that's how I look at it. But what's your thoughts, Ken? What's the spread? Omar, do you know it?
Yes. The spread is 4.5 Eagles, and 44.5 is the point spread.
All right. What do you got, Ken?
I'm going Green Bay.
Green Bay?
I'm going Green Bay on the road, man.
Really?
Wow.
Sir.
Why?
Yeah, do you have anything else there? Or are we just going to say...
You got a feeling?
Let me finish, man. Y'all won't even let me finish Let me finish my.
Let him finish. Let
me finish my. Here's the thing, man. Green Bay dangerous. They are dangerous.
Dangerous.
And here's the thing. An 11-16. Most of the teams that are in the NFC, the top 4, 5, 6 teams, all those teams have at least 10 wins. Green Bay dangerous. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
That's your reasoning?
Let me finish, Flo. Can I?
Okay, go ahead. Go. You sound like you were already finishing.
You won't even.
My bad. Go ahead. I got a bad mouth, man. Come on.
Green Bay. I'm gonna go Green Bay 30.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Philly 30. 24.
Wow. Okay. 30-24. Green Bay. Go ahead, Omar. Your thoughts. I forgot to mention. Hurts hasn't played in a few games, so any rust there maybe. Go ahead, Omar.
Yeah. So about that. First of all, let's go all the way back to the beginning of the season when both of these teams were full strength and not their players were hurt. If you remember, the Eagles and the Packers played in Brazil, baby, with all the beautiful ladies. And the Eagles won full strength 34-29 in an awesome back and forth game. So the problem now is, as was just stated, we have injuries on both sides of the ball. Jalen Hurts has been injured for a few weeks. Now, last week we saw Christian Watson, he carted off a knee injury. What is that? And also,
I don't know.
All right, Canteen, come on now. And also, how do you make calls to your? I'm still confused.
Someone's calling him.
Okay, and also Jordan Love is hurt, and we don't know how much he's going to play either. Now, news came out today that Jalen Hurts is also more hurt, no pun intended, than he has previously been. So we've got it all around. If you're telling me that both quarterbacks are going to be somewhat injured, and you're telling me that you have what is going to essentially be two running offenses starting to form Barkley versus Josh Jacobs, I'm going to take the more experienced, the one with the championship medal, and the one with the better offensive line, and that would be the Philadelphia. So I will take them 26-23. Eagles over the Packers.
Okay. And also Watson is out as well.
Yeah, I said that.
I got Packers. Here's the reason why. I think both quarterbacks are hurt. But if you take the quarterbacks out, who has the better team? The Eagles have the better team.
Right.
And I think if J Love Live is not healthy, there's no puncher's chance to win this game. So I'm going to go.
Don't let me do injuries with the Cowboys, so it doesn't matter.
Well, no. I don't want to hear that. I told you about injuries with everybody, with your quarterback, I said, but your quarterback wasn't injured that whole time.
He was injured half the year.
I'm telling you, without the quarterbacks, if you take the quarterbacks out
you
just put them in, the roster of the Eagles is a better roster than the Packers. I believe the Eagles have a better roster. They will win this game. I think they'll win this game handily. 33-23. I'm going to go,
Packer. Okay. All right.
I'm going to go Eagles win 33-23. My bad. Yeah, because J Love Live's hurt. J Love Live was the puncher's chance.
No. I'm saying that you've been a Packers.
I know, and I thought the Packers would go, but the injury at the very end really just frustrates me because I think he would have beat them. The same way they beat the Cowboys that wild card last year is the same way I think J Love Live would outdo them this week against the Eagles.
I don't think so.
I really do. But because he's hurt, I got to do that. And like I said, Eagles win this 33-23.
Okay, that's fair. So I'm gonna go. I think I agree with Jake as far as the talent. The Eagles have the better talent in all phases. They've cleaned up the secondary. They've got a pretty good defensive line. They have a great offensive line. I think if they're smart, they'll run the ball with Saquon and Hurts. Let Hurts get a few runs in, give him some easy throws, let him kind of work him back in, and depend on that run game between Hurts and Barkley. Hurts can run a little bit as well and do kind of that ride the side, kind of pull it back and let him get a few easy throws and get him into the game because he hasn't played a few games. And I think that's what they do, and they control the game. I don't think it's going to be as high scoring just because I think they're going to play a lot of ball control and run the clock and just keep the ball away from Green Bay. And Jordan Love's going to have to start just tossing it around to stay in the game. They're going to fall behind 10 or more points, and I think that's what's going to be the issue, and they're going to go away from the run game. And I think Jordan Love's going to have to pass it more, and I think that's what's going to happen in this game. Although I wouldn't mind if Eagles lose. I'm not a big Eagles fan. I'm okay with them losing, but I think they're going to win this game. I think they'll run away a little bit in the end, but I think it'll just be just attrition. They're just going to wear them out and just slowly pull away little by little. It'll be something like, I'm going to say 27-19. 27-19. Not a blowout, but a decisive win, and they're going to be in control. Those last, 17 points, they might get some of that later on when the game's pretty much over and they get another field goal or something, but it'll be something like that. 27-16, something like that.
All right.
The Washington Commanders, man, look at all these NFC East teams, and we're not in there. Anyway, Washington Commanders at the Bucks, the red hot Bucks. What do you got here, Canteen? Who do you like?
I like the Bucks at home, man.
The Bucks at home. Okay.
And again,
Bucks by 6 at home.
Where you at, G-Pick? Where you at, man?
Bucks by 6 at home.
Okay,
we are on a show about analysis and debate. We need you to say more than just who you want.
Every pick he picks, y'all are like, y'all.
And the reason? We just need a little. Just give us a little bit. Why you think?
A little more insight, baby. Just a little more insight. We need
just a little. Just give us a little something.
Oh, you got it.
You like the way somebody's playing?
For me?
Yeah. Give us a little more. Why you think the Bucks?
Hey, as I said, Flo. I mean, I like the Bucks at home. Bucks by 6 at home.
All you said, though.
I mean, what more do you guys want from me? I mean, the Bucks playing at home.
We want more than the Bucks at home. We want you to give us why you.
That's the best movie. Like, give me a reason why you like the Bucks other than they're at home and they're favorites.
I mean, you guys can take it from here, man. You guys got it from here, man.
Okay.
You guys can take it from here, man.
Okay.
Canteen. I love you, bro. What is the point of us having a debate if you're not going to actually tell us what you think about the game?
Okay, so here's why I think the Bucks.
Okay.
The Bucks are the NFC South division winners, right?
Right.
The NFC South, they play really, really competitive in the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm saying. They have a rookie quarterback playing for the Washington Commanders at this point in the season.
Okay. Who's played well?
I like what Todd Bowles and what his team has brought to the table at this point in the season.
Okay.
That's fair. The Redskins quarterback versus the experience of the Tampa Bay team.
There you go, right there, Omar.
Okay, that's
there
fair.
It is.
Canteen always got great analysis. It's just he needs to just verbalize.
Still the deal.
Just get it out of him.
Get it out.
Pull it out of him.
Oh, yeah, come on, baby. We're here. It's the trust circle.
I guess we lost Jake now.
I guess we lost the circle of Fiesta chips and bacon.
Okay.
Where my pork rinds at?
Pork
rinds. We got pork rinds.
Jake and his Frito-Lay job. Where my damn pork rinds?
He's gonna go make some more.
Better be. Anyways, back in week 1, the Buccaneers beat the brakes off the Commanders, and that was due to what Canteen just said. It was the first game for a rookie quarterback. Of course, he wasn't going to be playing that well. He needed some break-in time. And break-in did Jalen Daniels do. Wow. He is the unquestioned Rookie of the Year. I love Brock Bowers as a Raider who broke all the receiving records. But what Jalen Daniels did as a rookie deserves to be the Rookie of the Year. That being said, the Buccaneers are experienced. They've been here year after year trying to get into the playoffs, getting into the playoffs, playing tough games, as Canteen said. I think that the Commanders are a year early, maybe 2 years even, before being a Super Bowl contender and winner possibly, which would break my heart because I hate the Commanders and the DC team. But I believe, as Canteen does, that the Buccaneers win this game at home. They are 3-point favorite, and they are a 15.5 point spread, which indicates to me that Vegas is saying the Buccaneers will win a 27-4 game. I agree pretty much with that. I'll move it up 3 points because I like the offenses of both these teams. Actually, I'll move it up 6 points because I like the offense of both these teams. I think it will be a shootout, 34-31 Buccaneers.
Okay. I like the Bucs. They have been what I like to call frisky. But so have the Commanders been a little frisky. And here's the thing. The best wins the Bucs have are against the Lions and the Eagles, which you would think, hey, those are good wins, but those were like the first of the season. They haven't beaten anybody since. And they lost to the Cowboys, who have been hapless for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Not that long ago, and they beat the Panthers and the Saints that in the last 2 games. I mean, they'd had a pretty easy road. And so momentum, like you said, momentum is something. And I think the Commanders have more momentum here at this point going into this game, beating the Titans, the Saints, the Eagles, the Falcons, and the Cowboys in succession after having a little bit of a 3-game losing streak there. So I think the Commanders, I don't think they'll make a deep run, but I think they can really give the Bucs what for. And I think that, man, as much as I hate to say, I think the Commanders are going to win this game in a close one. Another come from behind or last minute win by Jaden Daniels, and legend continues, unfortunately, for the Commanders, because I don't like the Commanders. So this is going to be a 26-23 Commanders win on a field goal or something. They upset the Bucs at home and move on and probably play the Eagles. That'll be a good game too. All right, last game on the docket. Before we finish up, it is the Minnesota Vikings, who just lost. We didn't talk about the game, but we can talk about it here. Anyway, just lost to the Detroit Lions, going to LA as the 5th seed, as a 14-win team, a 5th seed going to play a 10-win team in LA. Thoughts? Can go.
Minnesota by 10, man. Minnesota definitely gonna capitalize on that.
Okay.
Minnesota gonna win that game. No questions asked, bro.
I'm not even
Vikings on the road, baby.
Nope.
Vikings on the road.
I'm not.
No doubt.
I'm not turning around until he gives us a better answer.
You gotta give us something.
I'm not even looking at the screen until he gives us a better answer.
Omar wants to pull it out of you.
Here's the thing, man.
Okay.
Sam Darnold has had a phenomenal season all year long. Everybody wanted him to be a pumpkin. He's had a phenomenal season. They've had a great season. Kevin O'Connell, hey man, the guys they're in a great division. Every team in that division has had at least 11 or 10 wins. They're going on the road to win. Come on, man. There it is, Omar.
All right.
There it is. Let's go, baby.
Oh, no. There
it is, man.
There it is, baby.
Oh,
there we go,
man.
I'm talking about. See, I don't know why I gotta beg you for it. Let's go. Don't have me out here in the rain like Tony Braxton, baby. You just gotta give it to me. Okay? Anyway, the Los Angeles Rams host the Minnesota Vikings. It is a 1-point Minnesota are the favorite. 1 point.
Okay.
Right. So on the road, Vikings are a point favorite. I agree with Canteen that we have said that Darnold pumpkin was going to come, and yeah, he lost. He was good all season until he ran into the buzzsaw and the knee choppers. The knee chompers of Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions, and Sam Darnold turned his ass back into Cinderella, baby. Send him home. Vikings are losing this game to the Rams. The Rams win at home in a 20, let's go, give me a 1-point game, 28-27. Rams over the Vikings. Vikings go home. Sam Darnold, to answer your question at the beginning of the show, Flo, because I am such a professional at this journalism game, you asked about Sam Darnold's future. He will be gone for the Vikings because obviously they're bringing in JJ McCarthy. Sam Darnold will sign a big deal with the
No, but not as big, maybe. If he loses 2 in a row like that.
But it'll still be fun.
Okay. And here G-Pick says, I'm taking the sleeper Ram 17-14. Okay. I think Cam makes a good point, and I like O'Donnell. I think Kevin O'Donnell? Is that his first name for the Vikings?
O'Connell.
O'Connell. Yeah.
Let's go.
Kevin O'Connell.
I get there. That's no fun.
Hey, I asked because I couldn't remember.
O'Connell.
I'm still under some drugs.
Right. Kevin O'Connell.
You had it, baby.
Good job, Ken.
So
I asked y'all.
Come here.
I think Ken makes a point because I do like the Vikings coach. I think he's done a phenomenal job considering they lost their rookie who they wanted to go with, and they went with Sam Darnold, and they've been able to.
But I'm telling you,
what?
I'm telling you, Flo.
What?
You better follow me tonight. Follow me, cause you always go against the good. Follow your protege tonight, man.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. I've liked the Rams all season. I had them going to the NFC Championship game. Early on, they had a lot of injury issues, and they lost some games and this and that. But as they got healthier, and I kind of like the fact that they did rest their players that last game. They didn't care. They want to make sure everybody was healthy because you were going to play the Vikings or the Lions, and like Omar says, momentum is a thing. If you don't count the last game, which they didn't play most of their starters, they've gone 6-1 in the last 7 games. So they're playing well. They've got momentum on their side. They've won different ways. They've won low-scoring game. They won a shootout against who people think are the favorites in the AFC against the Bills. They won in a shootout. So they've proven they can win different ways. I think that Darnold did turn back into a pumpkin. I think that's going to stay in his head. I think that the Rams are going to follow the Lions format and just put pressure on Darnold. And hey, you're going to beat us with your arm, with pressure in your face, and that's the way. If you can win to beat us that way, so be it. We're gonna put pressure in your face, and you're gonna have to dance around, tap dance out there like they used to make Tom Brady. When you made Tom Brady tap dance, he didn't play very well. And that's how Darnold, and I think that's what the Rams are going to do, and they're going to beat them. It may not be too high scoring, but it's going to be kind of a bit of a shootout. Yeah. I think the Rams win this game at home, 20. I'm going to say 30-26. 30-26. I think the Vikings make a little bit of a comeback, try and win this game, and they make it close. But I think the Rams, are up by 10 or 12 points. And then the Vikings kind of make a slight comeback, trying to make a close game. But I think the Rams win this game.
All right, man.
All right, that's it. Woo!
Hey!
Good job, everybody. Good job. Great show. Appreciate everybody tapping in the comments. G-Pick all night tapping in. Cool. McCain, the Eagles fan. Your Eagles are going to win probably. I don't like that, but they're going to win. Most likely.
Cool McCain, get it right.
Cool McCain, sorry. Cool McCain, my bad. Shout out to Cool McCain. I come on this NFC Beast show every so often. Champ Ross was in the house. We appreciate everybody being here. I was going to put on that music. That's our music. But yeah, everybody in the comments. What did you say?
I have an announcement to make.
You have a what?
I have an announcement to make.
Oh, announcement to make. Okay, let me turn it down just a bit because I can't hear you tomorrow night.
If you are subscribed to Ball and Buds, if you are not, please go subscribe. I see we gained a couple subscribers tonight at Ballin' Buds, BALLANDBUDS. Subscribe on YouTube. Tomorrow night, we have our 2024 Combat Sports Awards for boxing. MMA, we will go through the men's and women's fighters, fights, matches, and KOs. It is going to be an awesome time. Yours truly, Sports Professor, and Clubber D, the Combat G, our boxing, UFC, and MMA insider. Clubber D, the Combat G, will be giving out his Combat Sports Award, which I got an email today. I didn't read it today, but it says he likes to call it Clubbers. That's fine. You can call it whatever he wants. I like to call it Clubbies because, branding, stuff like that. It just goes along with the award title. So he calls it the Clubbers. I call it Clubbies. It don't matter what we call it. It don't matter what.
The wolf.
Just watch it.
Clubber D, the Combat G. Watch it tomorrow on Ballin' Buds. Wow, go watch that. Check them out. Appreciate everybody in the comments. Alan and all those that were commenting. My wife was on there for a little bit. G-Pick, Champ Ross, Maddie from Final Say Podcast was on there for a bit. Appreciate everybody commenting. Go like, subscribe.
Hey, G-Pick right now.
Cool, McCain. What's that?
Now, we're streaming twice a week, Sundays and Tuesdays right now. G-Pick here at the Bottom Line Sports. So
Sundays and Tuesdays. Every Sunday Surge. Sunday Surge. That's on Sundays in between the Sunday night game. And I don't think there'll be a Sunday night game this time. Oh, there will be.
Hey, Ball and Butt, though, we go 4 times a week, so make sure you catch all of that as well, baby. Look at Patty. Thank you for sharing, Pat. We love it.
Miss Patty, thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out, G-Pick. We appreciate it.
You have a good night, G-Pick. Appreciate all you guys tapping in. Make sure you share this content and appreciate all you guys. Hey, we'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. We'll catch Ballin' Buds, Bottom Fly Podcast. Peace. We'll see you. Peace. Love you, honey. I got Ballin' Buds.
Combat Sports tomorrow night. Raiders. John Gruden, we want you back, baby. Come back, Chucky. Come back.
Chucky.
How about a little Chucky art combination, baby? A little Chucky art combination. How about a little March for Arts, baby? Let them know I'm the one that copyrighted.
March down for art. March back for arts.
Oh, don't try to add on to my March for Arts.
March for arts. Okay. I'm trying to make it sound better.
No, you tell them, Omar, straight up March for Arts.
March for arts, baby.
Y'all have a good night, too.
Let's go. See you.
Peace out. Peace out. Holla 5000.
All out. Peace.